But for anyone who's unaware, watching the VOD after, or already here, this is an old PlayStation 2 game. This is a relic from my childhood from the early 2000s. Oops, let me mute the stream on my laptop so that the speakers don't come through on the mic. But yeah, this is a submarine warfare game where you control a submarine. There's actually not that many of those. This is the only one I've ever played, but even though I've never played any others, I will still say that my nostalgia dictates that this is objectively the best one. So, yeah, there's the Earth's crust shifted in the lore a few years ago, or some decades ago, and the oceans got less deep, but a lot of stuff was submerged. But it evened out so that a lot of land was submerged underwater, a lot of the planet's surface. And the military-industrial complex, or the military shipbuilding industrial complex, apparently was able to take over the world in some kind of empire-esque thing. And you play as a mercenary group, a mercenary sub that's working for this world's version of the Rebel Alliance. How is it this far away? That's fine. All right. Time for Submerged New York mission. There's no other options anyways. Not at the start, at least. And can't buy anything because we don't have any money at the start. But you get money by looting ancient artifacts, because part of the side story, sort of, in this game is that Atlantis exists. Oh no, it's AI. Not that kind of AI, thankfully. The kind that's actually useful and helpful. But these little subs up in the distance, those are enemy drones. Yep, okay, I was right. It does hold your hand. Pause. Ban that person. Normally that would be Josh's job if Josh was alive, but Josh is dead. Oop, no. Forward, a bit closer. And these, if I remember correctly, are basically, what's the proper term? Supercavitation needles. Supercavitation's submersible term thing where something is underwater and it has a bunch of bubbles around it to give it like an air pocket that lets it move a lot faster than it otherwise would be able to through water, because it's only moving through air. So your easier weapon is supercavitation needles, and then you do have actual torpedoes. The drones, the enemy drone subs are pretty easy to take out with the cavitation needles. Pretty much one puncture would just get their electronics wrecked. Actual enemy subs, the ones that are like the same size as you or bigger, those ones you have to actually use torpedoes on. I think there's more treasure down that way. Oh yeah, that's a whole thing you can go in. Sorry, I'm congested. Just evade these collision mines. Ooh, perfect. Actually, wait, not perfect. I need to get rid of these enemy subs before I can check the settings.
Lockdown.
Oop, nope. Evade.
Enemy approaching.
Is it too far? Yeah, too far. And the drones are over here. I was just gonna do a audio check real quick since the AC turned off. So I was gonna see. It's gonna make some noise just to see if speakers are coming through on the mic. Oops, wrong thing to click. I want to click OBS. Looks like they are, just a little bit. Or not. Okay, no, that was just me bumping into the tape. Okay. Let's get this treasure. Then, if anyone does stumble across the VOD afterwards, probably gonna go mostly quiet. Unless or until I see somebody pop up in chat. 100 meters depth. I'm pretty sure it does tell you if and when you find all treasure on a map. Up. Up. Evade. Just barely. Some more drones. Get rid of you guys. Oops. This is the one. There are some of the actual targets, so you don't want to go too far over there just yet. get the rest of the treasure. Because apparently there were relics from Atlantis just sitting, chilling around New York City for some reason. Also, again, this is supposed to be New York City, but I don't remember New York City having a bunch of random, like, 100-foot cliffs all over the place. And actually, I think I missed a secret cave that goes into this one over here. So, pardon me while we go double check. Is that? No. Okay, I guess I was misinterpreting the part on the other side where the cliff juts out of it. Ooh, we got Buddy hiding on the other side. Let's take you out.
Enemy approaching.
Problem solved. That's the cliff where we started. Not too far away. Even though real torpedoes have ranges of like up to dozens of miles. AI, I know. here comes the AC again. Are you... Oh, you're behind the bridge. Turn! Turn! Oh, can we actually finish you off with just the needles? With nothing but the needles. Supercavitation needles. I don't remember how far back down this New York City canyon you can find treasure. That's probably the end if we're this far down. If you hear any creaking noises coming through on the mic, that's just the floorboards underneath my chair. I do have to try to set up a different seating arrangement, because with the limits to how far the power cord goes for some of the stuff, the current arrangement has me sitting on not the most structurally integral part of the floor. But I'll try to shift that for next time, which should hopefully be Monday night. I'm gonna try to do Monday and Wednesday, and maybe every Saturday, but might also just be occasionally Saturday. There's some Atlantean treasure. Yeah, those ones that are the same size as you, those are the actual subs. The little tiny things with like the rotor fans are drones. Which is why they seem kind of stupid, because they are. This is the cave I thought we were near earlier. Oh, it's Josh! Look, everybody, Josh is here. You missed a chance to ban somebody earlier. There was a, there was some account whose name was Yeet, and then a bunch of numbers afterward. And it was like half a second they posted multiple essay-length comments about how they've been a fan of my streams for a long time, even though I only did the one other stream. Uh, I don't see them in chat, but it looks like it does look like they're showing up on the screen itself. Please don't put anything like inappropriate on there, taking my slightly more severe standards into account. Let's kill these drones. Now I don't remember if you ever saw this one. This is Sub-Rebellion. It's one of very, very few submarine combat games that I know of, and the only one that I've ever actually played. But I played it since I was a kid. And I declare it to objectively be the best, even though I have no point of reference for any others. Can leave the drone, because he's just on a dumb auto path. We do gotta take out the other manned sub. There we go. Yeah, I cannot actually even think of any other submarine combat games, at least not off the top of my head. Also, sorry to take up space potentially. I didn't know if you were still streaming Monster Hunter tonight or not. Come on. Taking a break. Is there mission file? No, that's not it. I thought there was... Oh, there's still another piece of treasure, okay. So I might still be correct. Oh, there's two more. Plus the little health bar thing. Because I thought it does tell you when you get 100% of the treasure in the game. Or in a mission. Not close enough. Part of the little side story is that Atlantis is real. And so the way you get money to upgrade your sub in the game is that you find all the little Atlantis relics. Get close enough to you to get you without the mines detonating, please? Yes. Okay. Now over here. Come on. This should be the last one? Does it tell you? No. Or it might still tell you, and I might just not have found everything. So I'm going to go check the other canyon just to be 100% sure. Yes, I know I'm leaving the battle area. Oh, nope, there is more treasure. Now let's see. Yes, it does. Okay. It gives you a 100%er. I'm not gonna try to S rank 100% every single mission, because there are some that are too much of a pain to do, especially the ones that are like under time constraints. Oops, did not need to waste 2 torpedoes. So I need to make sure I have my torpedoes ready when the big enemy submarine shows up. So actually, can I take you out from a distance with super cavitation needles? Yep, there's the big sub. Okay, and we go. We just get behind you so that you can't properly target us. Go underneath before you get a chance to target. Do a hard and fast turn. Oops, did not mean to do that. Hard and fast. Sub-drifting.
What are you doing?
Oops. And finish you off with some super cavitation needles. I got a message on Discord. That was probably from you. No. That one mission was 8% of the relics in the entire world. That seems a bit odd, because I know there's 21 missions. 21 times 8 is not 100%. What's in the shop? 5 torpedoes? For only 40 grand, absolutely. What's this? The 4-way needles... those, if I remember correctly, those are really inaccurate. The dry shield is for when you're going to be on the surface a lot. The first time for that is mission 3. Mines are kind of useless, and paint jobs... I kind of prefer just sticking with the regular paint. Let's get the 5 torpedoes, because those are always nice. Let's save on my physical, legitimate memory card. Bermuda! The next area is some of the sunken and unsunken cliffs offshore Bermuda. Reply to this person.
I give an urgent order for dispatch to you.
Oh, as you know, that is one of the that's one of the no-nos, one of the do not violate this rules of dialogue in writing. Okay, it's not enough for me to give any points up against this game, especially because the nostalgia weight for it is too much. But from a writer to anybody who is also writing or wants to get into writing, no one ever says, as you know. Please do not ever write that in anything, whether in movie scripts or in regular like books and fan fiction. That there's a reason no one actually says that, is because if you're saying as you know, then you're referring to something that the characters already know. No one like walks up to their friends after they just ate after they just had Fribble milkshakes at Friendly's and says, as you know, we just drank vanilla milkshakes at Friendly's. Yeah, everything's good. Every setup's already good. There's some helicopters in this one. This is the first mission where you can surface. And there's a giant statue of some Atlantis bimbo that you're supposed to dig up. Alright, ignore the drones initially. Always go for the actual manned subs first, because they're the ones who can actually legitimately harm you. Yes, thank you, AI, I know. I've played the game before. Granted, the last time, I think the last time I played it was in like 2016, but still. Let's get rid of you guys. Alright, that's first set. Set ourselves up, intercept you guys on your circular pathing. Because these submersible drones are so dumb that even when an enemy, such as myself, is present, they will not break from their holding pattern, and will only just attempt to vaguely shoot in my direction when they're coming at a tangential angle. Ooh, some Atlantis treasure. Yes, I know to press circle to break the surface. Hetero javelin. Heterosexual javelin. What is that notice? Since I'm completely new and have no idea what I'm doing, if a purple notice pops up on the bottom with somebody's username, Josh, does that mean that they just followed you or something? Or does that mean they showed up in the stream? Presuming Josh is still there. Come on. I think that's last of the treasure on this side of the wall. Alright. You have to instantly dive again. Thank you, Ethan, if that is a follow thing. But, come on. Okay. Wow, I was being preemptively targeted. Amazing. Okay.
Enemy submarine call.
So as I was saying, you have to immediately drop below the surface again, because you'll get torpedoed from beneath, and helicopters can't attack you underneath apart from dropping depth charges like they're doing right here. No, you're not getting me today, drones. Already gonna be having every detail of my life surveilled by Palantir's drones eventually. Another heterosexual javelin.
Torpedo loaded.
Oh, pull back, quick, quick.
Launch it.
Okay. It's both danger from the torpedoes and because that's one of the spots where they drop depth charges from the helicopters. Let's get the rest of the treasure. And this is an awkward spot. And there's one more. Outside of the cave. Nope, let's deal with you first. Full speed. No escape. Dodge around those. Are you gonna open or what? Should be nothing else out here. We're gonna pop up on the surface. Just have to check something. Nope. Oof. Okay. Yep, I definitely forgot that the helicopters just had your number that badly. And just auto-lock you the moment you come up on the surface. Shoot you down. Get this bro. Okay. And there's one other enemy in here. Just you? Yeah, just you. I think you get extra money if you finish a mission with your health fully intact. And if I remember correctly, the Chinooks drop health refills. So let's down this guy and see. And I don't see any of the Apaches lurking around. They do. They drop full health refills. Yeah, I'm gonna have to grab it now. There's probably another one on the other side. There are two more enemies that show up once you unlock this giant statue. But if I remember correctly about them, the moment you kill the second one, the mission just ends. So there wouldn't be time to surface and grab the health bonus up there. You're not breaking. Okay, now you're breaking. I was too close, actually. Here we go. Some legitimate stuff there. Those two ships looking like they're right out of the Lost Empire of Atlantis movie. This is the crazy French dude, Mole. That's Mole's sub. Mole's sub. One down. And the other one down. Yep, and the mission ends instantaneously. Oh, sorry, I forgot. They call it Promethea, not Atlantis. Another S rank, even though I'm not actually trying for them. Hold on. I only destroyed 89% of the enemies? But I checked pretty thoroughly on the sonar and the radar. I don't remember seeing any other enemies. Oh well. The fragmentation torpedo. It's two fat torpedoes that then each split into 4 high-speed micro torpedoes. I don't remember using it that frequently. I'll probably buy it anyways, just to be safe. Was there anything else? The dry shield, yeah, because I'm going to be on the surface a lot in Mission 3, so it is actually time to buy that. Oh, I thought that was going to give me the information again. Cavity boost. Decoy. Oh, you can have up to 6. They're that cheap. Sure, I might as well. The camouflage paint. I kind of like the regular paint job too much. Just the standard blue. And we're going to skip the frag torpedoes for now. We're going to stick with 5. The dry shield. Damage from airborne attacks. Yeah. Switch to that for this mission. There's a lot of surface stuff in Mission 3. However, there is also this giant gaping hole that goes down like 300 meters that we have to go to get some of the treasure. Let's see. That would be, based on the approximate locations, the remains of some of the southern Caribbean islands, like Trinidad and Tobago, and which ones are also around there? Grenada, Barbados, Saint Vincent and the Grenadines, Saint Lucia, and yeah, those are the ones that are in like the south. The rest of them are up in the northern portion.
I give an urgent order for dispatch to you.
So the global military-industrial complex empire has set up these giant Star Wars-looking mega cannons on the surface. Not really the most efficient or effective defense setup, but they like spending a bunch of money, so that's what they did. Dry shield. It did keep the settings, right? Dry shield. Okay. Let's do it. But to start with, take out everybody underwater. Can't go operating on the surface unless everyone under the surface is already dead. The second lock. You just gonna sit there and die? He's okay. He just sat there and died. complete zoomer, checked out of life zoomer mentality, I guess.
Enemy submarine caught.
Go into that cave in a second. Let's get the rest of this treasure. Is that? Okay, it's just a school of fish. Where am I on the map? Okay, yeah. I'll go do that cave before we do anything else. Oh, Josh, if you're there, the AC is not coming through on the mic, is it? And also, just, is the mic itself generally okay? I want to know if, whether or not to keep the current settings I put it at. One more. And I was about to leave this cave prematurely. I don't think there's anybody on the surface in here. Let's double check anyways. Of course, there is an Apache ripoff who had auto-targeted me before I even surfaced. Actually, no, not Apaches. Those kind of look more, they look closer to Russian Hind helicopters, or the slightly bigger version, I think the Mi-35. Where's... there it is. Music in this one's a bit louder. Let me see if it's coming through. No. Or at least OBS says that the mic is not picking up the speakers. So there should be no doubling up. Knots, 34 meters, and let's do left wall straps. Make sure we deal with everything under the surface before actually surfacing. This way. Ooh, and it looks like the delay between when I do stuff and when it shows up on Twitch is only 2.5 seconds. That is astonishing for the internet that I have. I'm gonna flip that up to currently having, currently using actual wired. I know when I do when I do the other YouTube stuff, and it's live on wireless, it has like a 20-second delay between when stuff actually shows up. But I'm assuming it's just automatically selecting whatever latency mode it thinks is best. Can we get through here without surfacing? I think we can. That's the absolute edge of the map there. Is there any treasure over here? Looks like no. Right. But if there's also no one under the surface here, we can pop up and take care of anybody on the surface in the immediate vicinity. Though I don't see anybody. This sub can drift. Should be almost over that underwater hill. Should be safe to dive now. Oh, but there's another hill. I also do really love the ambient music they have for most of the missions. Not like, yeah, like this set right here. Take out a few of you. Though I'm not a fan of the OST tracks on the more obnoxious missions, like the ones where you actually go to parts of Atlantis and have to fight basically ancient Atlantis Gundams. Although one could make the argument they look more like Bionicles than Gundams. If anybody else is old enough to remember Bionicle.
Enemy submarine call. What the hell?
Oh, you were actually turning towards me. The other manned submarines all just sat there and died. All the drones absolutely will just sit there and die. Where are we? Around this big thing. That's the way we came from. Let's spin around here. Treasure in those balls. Nope. Come on. There. Yeah, stick to the left wall. See if I can ban this person before Josh does. Yep, beat you to it. This way. Constantly advertising their AI bot farm view booster. Do I need to surface? No. Turn enough? Yes. And there's the AC again, because it's 1,000,000,000 degrees outside. How I wish I could be back home in Alaska again, but that life was taken from me. And thankfully there is no consequence to being too close to an enemy when they explode. Or implode, rather. As this is submersible combat. Ancient lunchbox. I forgot how low effort some of the Atlantean artifacts are. That's an area where we're supposed to surface. Should just be a few more underwater enemies and some additional treasure items. Some treasure is at the bottom of this like gaping abyss pit. It should be right up here. Oh, can we see it through the sub? Oh yeah, you can see it going down. Yep, we're going down there. Well below this this submarine's safety deck. If I remember correctly, we'll start taking damage around 140 meters. So it's not too bad of a damage. Okay, those are just drones. I can ignore them temporarily. Okay. Here we go. Time to Jacques Cousteau this. Yeah, pressure damage. Oh wow, it's even deeper than I remember. 350 meters. Almost 360. Right, is that it? That's all the treasure, okay. Deepest part, 361. That'll be something like 1,150 feet. And there'll be health packs we can get from shooting down some of the Chinooks on the surface. No 100% notice. Final bits of stuff probably over there. Gonna have to climb over that hill. Anything there? No. You're on the other side. Alright. Take a run for it. Before you get auto-targeted. Dive.
There they are.
Right. You're dealt with. Then we deal with the enemy drones. Hunt for treasure while these two are still alive because the drones are so dumb that they barely even attack you. Alright, that's all the relics. And probably all of these submersible enemies. Here we go. there's some of the big turret targets. Are you? I thought I remembered them being able to turn. I don't remember them being locked in one direction. Or they just have limits to how far they can turn? I guess that would be the answer. Get you, because you dropped the health pack. Oh, there are enemies over here. I can see on the surface radar. Oh, they're not helicopters. They're these things. Come on, reverse. How tough are you? Not very. Rift it. Can I hit vertically? No. No. Just dodged. Come on. Get in range. What the? What did I get hit by? Let me just check. I didn't see a rocket or a air-to-surface missile. I'm not sure where that hit came from. Ooh. Okay. That really should have hit me. I think there's only one left. That one should be the only one. But there is still one Chinook here. And I don't think the health pack goes away. I don't think it despawns. I think it will sit there forever, basically. So I can leave that to come back to while we're fighting the boss that I totally don't know about. Yeah, Bindi doesn't like the fireworks either. Neither did Jesse. Haven't heard that many. Oops, didn't mean to fire. Haven't heard that many tonight, though, yet. I just heard one like a few seconds ago, but that was the first one so far. The AC, now that I know you're there, the AC isn't coming through on the mic, is it? Down, down, down. There we go. And you two should be the last two enemies entirely. Excellent. Okay. So I know the game setting, the current one is what I should stick with. Yep, there's the boss. Hey, I launched a rocket. Get destroyed. Yes, yes, AI, I'm on it. I promise, I'm going. I don't understand how one enemy destroyer means all is lost, given I just one-man armied this entire place. No, it comes through the wider section out here. I'll leave that health pack to come back to. Man, how far off is it? It's on the entire other side of the map? But low. Should be able to finish that one off. Oh, hitting this one actually does damage me. Excuse me. Can I please lock onto you? Thank you. And then the command structure there, the conning tower, is what I want to go for. Let me go get this. There we go. probably go up to 2 hours, maybe. So the next mission and maybe the one after that. But I'm not sure. Because the one after that is the one that takes place entirely in a really narrow cave that I'm not the biggest fan of. Plus, it's also on a time constraint, which I'm also not a fan of. Square shield, what do you do? Ah, yes, take less damage in deep water. How much were you? 90? Yeah, I'll be good for it. What was this? Sonic Torpedo? Nah. New paint job? Nah. We're going up against the Hammerhead in this mission. I think it's one of the few times where the Frag Torpedo is actually kind of useful. But I'm still not sure I want to. Yeah, we're gonna say screw it and just stick with normal stuff. Oh, wait, first. Do I want to switch to square? I don't think this area is all that deep, so we're gonna do regular. Let's see, this one looks like offshore of somewhere around former Cuba, former Dominican Republic, maybe.
I give an urgent order for dispatch to you.
Oh, no, I was wrong. I was wrong. This one does have deep areas, a few. I forgot about the trench portion. I was so fixated on remembering the fight against the submarine that's shaped like a hammerhead shark. But we can still switch. Square shield. Let's do it. And then off stream, once I'm done with my 2, maybe 2.5 hours, I'm going to get back to Champions of Norath. Ooh, they have... This is where they introduced the new type of drones. Ooh. Just barely avoided those. Alright, 1 battery down. Oops, didn't mean to go down, meant to go up. Is there any treasure behind me? Does not appear so. Okay. There is some further down the trench, though. And, yep, I hear some more fireworks. For reference, for the VOD afterwards, this current stream is on the 4th of July. Alright, let's go down the secret tunnel. Can we get this quick enough? Get it quick enough to avoid taking damage. Nah, probably. Nope. Almost. But not actually. Send you guys around the corner. You might be too far away. Maybe? Nope. Still close enough. Get this. Take out this drone. We'll go this way first. Oops. No need to launch that. Oh, they were turning towards me. I forgot the drones, the little drones actually get, they do get more intelligent as the game goes on. The first ones are really stupid. But they grow more intelligent the further you get into the game. Come on, turn! Now we're gonna take another damage point, yep. Alright, now we're out. Just make sure we don't get too high up enough to where that rolling bowling ball mine thing starts coming towards us. There's nothing down there. Oops. Just casually forgot how deep we were. Spin around, take out the drone, and we came too close to the giant mine spike ball thing. Stop descending, please. Turn. Keep making our way through the trench. And I just need to spin around here because the sonar gives issues when you're really close. How far down can you come? That's getting obnoxious. I know there's 2 health packs in this general area in this mission. So we can heal that damage. Yeah, that's one of them right there, actually. No, not the drones. Lock onto the floating... Not... Don't want to lock onto the drones. Oh, well, the torpedoes are dumb and they're just going to fly into the wall anyways. sub buried under an underwater landslide. Turns out it's actually a trap set by the Hammerhead. That's all the parts having to do with the trench. I'm pretty positive there's multiple health packs in this mission. So I feel safe grabbing that one. Left wallet again. That looks a lot more like something in Spain or Austria or France than in Cuba, let alone offshore of Cuba. Or the Dominican Republic, because it could be either or. Treasure. There go more fireworks. Please leave fireworks to actual pyrotechnics professionals. Can't go one year in this general neighborhood without an article coming out about some redneck guy got killed because he wanted to launch a firework off of the top of his head and did not somehow think through the concept that might be a bad idea. Doesn't really look like there's anything around the edges. So I'm guessing all the remaining treasure is going to be closer to the center of the map. Come on. Close the distance.
Torpedo loaded.
Is that a drone or another manned sub? Well, this is another manned sub. Whew. That was going to be close. above me? Are you oh, you're way down in the trench. Okay. Drones down in the trench. Super cavitation needles.
Lockdown.
Just barely avoid going below our safety depth. Again, be exceptionally glad that you're not really punished for collisions that much. Except against very large objects or very large enemies. Stay above, stay above. Stay out of danger range. Avoid it. We did it. Just dodged taking another pressure damage. Come over here. Near this ridiculously oversized underwater turret.
Lockdown.
Come on, reload.
Launching.
Ooh. Direct torpedo on torpedo contact. Oh, completely random fact, since we are playing a submarine game. For anyone who ends up coming across this at some point, did you know there has only ever been one time in all of submarine warfare history where one submarine has actually sank another submarine underwater?
Launching.
Like, that has actually only ever happened one time. And it was near the end of World War II, just off the coast of Norway. I think it was a British sub that sank a German one, but it might have been the other way around. But that was legitimately the only time that two submarines have actually fought underwater, and one submarine sank another submarine under the water. But almost close to 100% of submarine kills, or kills by submarines, have been submarines sinking surface ships. there's still more relics? Yep. I've not gotten the "you found everything" message yet. Hard left. Was that the hangar that has the health pack? No, but it is a tunnel that has one of the last artifacts from Discount Atlantis. They call it Promethea in the game. Get that last bit of treasure. I think this is the last non-boss enemy. Empty all 5 torpedo tubes. And I'm gonna go grab that health pack before we fight the hammerhead. But we're still missing 1, maybe 2 pieces of treasure. Yeah, it's probably on that other cliff on the other side of the runway X. There's the health pack over there. There's the last bit of treasure. 3 items. And they're in the trench.
Launching.
One's at the top. Should be able to dodge that torpedo just fine.
Torpedo loaded. There.
Take you out. Take you out.
Launching.
Come on. Come on, buddy.
Incoming enemy torpedo.
Right, where are you guys? 2 of you down there. Down into the trench. And still do not have the no relics remaining message. So there is still treasure here somewhere. Oh, last bit's right next to the sub we have to rescue. So I'm gonna head back over and get the health pack before we start that fight. Entrance is on the other side. Spin it around. See if we can maneuver ourselves properly. How close can we get before it starts coming to you? Close enough. There we go. Now we'll finally go rescue the stranded ally sub and fight the hammerhead. Ignore the obvious fact that for many mechanical reasons, a submarine shape, enemy or not, shaped like a hammerhead shark just would not exactly work out the best. The shape of a hammerhead shark works great for a hammerhead shark. It does not work all that well for a mechanical vehicle. Get this treasure. Get this giant turret that I forgot about. That's 3 drones. And are you a drone too? Yes, you are. This better legitimately be the last piece. No, there's still more? Alright, hold on, buddy. I'll be there in a second. I think we've been down there. Not down this portion. I promise I'll free you from under the rock. Just give me a minute. I have little purple sonar diamonds to locate. I miss any along this cliff? Does not appear so. I might not have gone over here because I didn't want to go near these. So what about over here on this opposite side? Carefully check the trench as we go past it. I'm pretty sure I got everything in the trench. Was that one? Just over there? No. What's this way? Off the map is what that way is. Is that a deep tunnel we've already gone through? Looks like it. Pretty sure we checked everywhere, so I'm a bit at a loss for where the last piece is. We're just gonna have to go actually finish the mission. But I said I wasn't gonna be trying to S rank 100% everything anyways. But I more meant that for really specific missions. Like the one that comes after this one, because it's both in a really narrow cave and has you on a time constraint. The only other thing I can maybe think is I might have missed one really deep in some part of the trench. Where are we? Over there already? Yeah, I have no idea. Oh! No, it's right there. It's just in the middle of the open seabed. Okay, is this the final piece? Yes! is all treasure and should be all enemies except the boss or the mini boss. But you don't get a notification for killing all enemy units. There we go. Our friend is free, and there's the hammerhead. Alright. Let's have our showdown. Hard turn. Yeah, come on. Oh yeah, got it. They're exceptionally high speed. Catch you in a turn. Oh no, it's the Bermuda Triangle. %, everything. Flaming stripes. You can do a hot rod muscle car paint job on your submarine. Alright, let's just check this. What is this? Doing a lot of evading. Yeah, we'll need it eventually, so we'll just buy it. We're not doing hot rod paint job. And I think this is probably nah, you know what? I'm gonna go for another hour or so. I'll at least do 3-hour segments. We'll do up to Mission 6, because Mission 6 is where we fight the, Mission 6 has the, I think they just call it submersible battleship. It's not a battleship that submerges, it's just a really, really big submarine that's like the size of an aircraft carrier, that has like 1 billion torpedo tubes, omnidirectional torpedo tubes. So we'll do 2 more. But the next one is one of the ones that is a little bit irritating because it has the time constraint and it's a cave. It's a subsea cave just off the coast of what remains of the island of Newfoundland, Canada. It looks like actually a decent chunk of Newfoundland stayed above sea level when the whole planetary, I forgot what they called the cataclysm in this game that happened, that like messed up the Earth's crust, 2012 style, if anyone remembers that disaster flick. But yeah, it messed up. It messed up like the crust and a lot of things like rebalanced, so that in total the ocean is less deep on average, but a lot more land is underwater. Like the actual surface area of water to land ratio is now a lot even more skewed in water's favor. But it looks like most of Newfoundland there actually stayed above the water. But we're going into a cave offshore of what remains of Newfoundland.
I give an urgent order for dispatch to you.
And now the fireworks are really going off outside. I think everything should be fine as is. Oh, no, wait, we can switch back to the regular shield, because we're not going super deep. So we want to have maximum regular protection from enemy weapons.
Launch it.
I'll just hide conveniently behind this stalagmite. Nah, alright. I give you credit, you managed to get away. But I'll take advantage of the fact that you suffer no consequences from being right next to an enemy when they detonate. Or when they implode, rather. Okay. This is the one, like I said, where getting all of the treasure and everything is basically, I think, impossible, because once you hit a certain point in the cave network, a countdown starts. And I don't remember off the top of my head where or what rooms or what particular points will trigger the countdown. And after that, you're kind of just screwed. So, yes, we'll go right. Oh, that one's on me. Was not expecting that one to get around that stalagmite, actually be able to cut around it that close. Just going down to the corner, yes. Everybody is setting off fireworks outside. Everybody blew off all their paychecks on them. let's see. I think... I don't know if it's one room further up triggers the countdown, or it might then be one further up than that. So... I'll just risk it. I'll go one further up, and if that doesn't trigger it, then I'm gonna come back down and go over some of the other ones to the left before I go even further than that and risk setting it off. Ooh. Last second. Oh no, I think that's it. No? Okay, I know there's a countdown at some point. Just not till further in?
There they are.
Come on. Turn around. Nice dodge. I'll give you credit for that. I will actually give credit to the enemy AI. Oh look, it's Meeks. Hey, you're ramming me? Come on, dude, that doesn't do any damage. Meeks is a deer person streamer, for anybody who's never been over there. Oh, how perfectly coincidental, I forgot. Meeks is also Canadian. Not from Newfoundland, though. We're in a underwater cave system just off the coast of Newfoundland. Or what remains of Newfoundland. Because the movie 2012 happened, basically, and the Earth's crust got shaken up, and so things got bounced around and, like, rebalanced so that a lot... the ocean is less deep overall, but a lot more land is now beneath water. So the overall, like, surface area of the Earth that's now underwater is even more slanted in water's favor. On the map, it looked like most of Newfoundland actually survived. But we're technically under the offshore shelf just off the coast of Newfoundland. And I want to avoid going one room further north, because I don't want to trigger the countdown. Yes. Yes, video game hand-holding system. I heard you.
There they are. There they are.
But as far as I'm aware, I was telling Josh earlier, I
Keep shooting.
don't actually know off the top of my head of any other submarine combat games. Why are you guys ramming me? That doesn't do damage. This is the only one I actually know of. Apart from, like, the Blue Marine levels in Star Fox. I did not mean to lock on that many torpedoes. Nope. You're not ramming me a second time. I know of quite a few games where you're inside a submarine, but not a lot of submarine combat games where you're, like, actually controlling a submarine. other things I need to dig up? No.
There they are.
Yeah, these little ones are submersible drones,
There they are.
and there's the even louder not helicopters, the even louder fireworks outside. Everyone's setting off everything. So the ones that are the same size as you are actual submarines. Which way am I going? This way? I think I can go into this one and it should not start the countdown. Ooh. Keep just barely dodging. And I don't know if there's a health pack in this mission, so I might actually be screwed in terms of ability to heal. Can I go up this tunnel just enough to reach this artifact without the countdown starting? Oh. It's in a stalactite behind a stalactite. Going right. Now, as fun and mostly serious as this game is, to my liking, the final boss, I do remember, is literally a giant pyramid. It's like a giant pyramid Gundam, basically. Because Atlantis is real, and like the things you're digging up are relics from Atlantis. And the final boss in Mission 21 is a ancient Atlantis pyramid that actually like comes alive and starts fighting you because it's a pyramid Gundam. There we go. There is a health pack. It's way down there. Get rid of these drones. Oops. Did not mean to actually launch that torpedo. Forward. Hug this stalagmite. Drift. Hardcore. Dive. Yes. All right. right? Right goes further down. Further south. Is there nothing in here? Does not appear so. This would by far be the largest underwater cave that's ever been found or existed. If this were real, if an entire military submarine is this particular relative size compared to the cave tunnels around it. So I think IRL, not even some of the ones off the coast of Mexico were even this big. Is there anything here? No. Alright, this is probably going to trigger the countdown. Probably not going to be able to get 100% treasure. But I'll live.
Keep shooting.
Yep, there's the countdown. This is the one mission where it's deliberately impossible. An actual case of getting screwed over by the narrative. Did not mean to waste a torpedo on a drone. And you're just sitting there waiting to die, so okay. Alright, one more mission for the night. Yeah, there was stuff in those other cavern pockets. I should have gone all the way down and back around and tried that approach. But at least now I know I have reference for the future of just how close will trigger the countdown. What's this? That is for when surface. Oh yeah, that one's better than the regular one. Yeah, I'm not... And you can paint your sub different stuff too, like there's camo paint. There's Flaming Racing Stripes Hot Rod paint. There's gold, so you can be like all the cool kids back in the old Modern Warfare, Black Ops, Call of Duty days who, you'd get, you know, the gold camo for each gun when you got, I think it was like 2,500 kills with that gun. Versus nowadays where, I don't know if you still can get it that way, but I think for the most part, it's like you pay $100 and you get the special camos. We don't surface in this upcoming mission. Oh wait, what I probably do want to switch out engines for the high maneuverability tight turns one. Because this is sort of an epic battle. I don't remember where this upcoming one takes place though. I know it's just out in the deep ocean somewhere, so let's see. Oh yeah, here's the world map. Okay, that is literally just out there. That's not... No, the Azores, the Azores are a bit further east than that. I think that's just straight up on the Mid-Atlantic Ridge. Although I could be wrong. Maybe it is like the furthest western point of the Azores.
I give an urgent order for dispatch to you.
Oh, and the game, story-wise, the game was decently ahead of its time. Or it just saw the actual writing on the wall 25 years ago. Because part of the story also is that when they're referring to Imperial or the Empire, they're referring to the combined global military-industrial complex as part of the story in the chaos after the 2012 event. The military-industrial complex effectively seized control and power across all governments worldwide. Last mission for the night. Then I'm going off stream and switching over to Champions of Norath. So I'm finally going to finish that game after 25 years. But for this one, we'll do mission 6 here. This one has an epic battle. Don't want to get too close to my actual targets because I don't want to trigger that epic battle just yet. I do want to get all the Atlantis artifacts, though.
Activate sonar.
Old offshore oil rigs. These would not be out in the middle of the ocean. At the, like, mid-Atlantic ridge. Oil drilling is something that takes place in shallower waters than that. There is deep water drilling, but not as deep as this is supposed to be. Let's go up, intercept these drones.
We need help urgently. We need help urgently. We need help urgently.
And there shouldn't be too much treasure to worry about in this one. Ooh. Okay. Odd dodging to do. You're all dealt with. Oh no, there's one more of you. Get rid of the nuisance drones. You act... I did not mean to lock on all of those. Oh well. You're dead one way or another. Unless you're gonna outpace them. You... smart enemy AI. Smart 2002 enemy AI. I'm gonna kill you with pressure damage. That is 1 billion torpedoes, which means one of my actual targets is here. Hello, actual target. Ooh. You are one of the few enemies I actually would take impact damage from, like I just did. Except, that was my fault. Ran my way out here. Okay. And we're gonna hug the cliffs. So that's most likely where most of the treasure is. Okay. And that's where the other targets are. So no, we will come back there afterwards. Anything down there? No. You're not actually just going to sit there and die. Four all around the top. Close to me, close to one of you guys, because of course it does.
Enemy approaching. Ready to launch. Get 'em. Ready to launch. You won't miss.
Nice maneuver.
Air tank's damaged.
You deserve credit for that. Oh, there's an actual aircraft carrier. Don't always have to lock on. It is occasionally effective to free fire. Taking depth damage. But I have to take more to get these Atlantis artifacts. How are you guys able to come down this far? This is the health pack. You can tell, as instead of the diamond, it's cylindrical on the sonar. We need to go down. And there's still more relics. We are up to like 10 fireworks every second. And I'm gonna be the one walking around outside tomorrow picking up all the trash. Okay, there's 2 more health packs and 1 more relic. 1 more visible relic at least. Please give us the confirmation that this is the last one.
Enemy approaching.
Take out you 2, get ready to fight the super mega submarine. Super mega size of an aircraft carrier submarine. Quick move shot. That should be enough to finish you off.
We won't miss.
Though I didn't see the message saying we found every relic. So there's probably at least 1 more still out there.
Get him!
Did I go far over here? It looks like there's another plateau of sorts out here. It's the only other place I can think of.
Get him!
No, it's just a row of derelict oil rigs,
We need
oil
help urgently.
platforms. Alright,
Get him!
we'll just get right to it. Here we go. Oh my gosh, streams of torpedoes coming from it. Let me get this. Heal. Is that everything? Can I actually target the structure? No, I have to destroy all the outer targets first. You guys get splash damage? No. Unless there's actual torpedo turrets on the other side I'm forgetting about. There is. 1. 2. Finish this. There we go. Six missions, 3 hours or so. Figure that'll probably be it for tonight. I'll hop back on Monday night. So I'm gonna try to make it mostly Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, maybe. just take care of this. Already bought that. This engine, what does this engine do? Yes. Get that. Don't need any of that. Don't need any paint jobs. Mission 7 is in the Arctic, if I remember correctly. Save real quick and just check, and then that's going to be the end of this one.